Welcome to the enchanting world of Kofi, a curious boy from a small village nestled by the beautiful shores of Lake Nyasa. Join us on a magical journey where the stars hold secrets and stories of courage, love, and connection await beneath the night sky. And please like and subscribe for more interesting bedtime stories. Let the adventure begin. In a small village by the shores of Lake Nyasa, there lived a curious boy named Kofi. From a young age, Kofi was captivated by the beauty of the night sky. While other children played games in the village, Kofi would sit outside, his gaze fixed on the stars twinkling like diamonds scattered across a dark velvet blanket. His grandmother, Mama Abena, often joined him. With her wise eyes and gentle smile, she would share enchanting stories about the stars, telling Kofi how they were once the spirits of brave warriors who had ascended to the heavens. "Each star has a story, my dear," she would say, pointing to the sky. "They watch over us and guide us in our dreams." Kofi longed to know more. What if I could talk to them, Grandma? What if I could ask them for their secrets? Mama Abena chuckled softly. "Perhaps you can, my child. But first, you must learn the ways of the world around you. The stars will reveal their secrets to those who listen." Determined to learn, Kofi spent his days exploring the lush forest surrounding his village. He observed the vibrant flowers, listened to the rustling leaves, and watched the way the water danced under the sun. In the heart of the forest, he found a mentor in a wise old man named Baba Kwame, who had lived through many seasons and knew the earth's rhythms like the back of his hand. One day, while they sat by the lake, Kofi asked Baba Kwame, "How can I understand the stars?" "Look for patterns, young one," Baba Kwame replied, stroking his long beard thoughtfully. "The stars are not just lights. They are stories written in the sky. Each constellation has its own tale, waiting for someone to discover it." Kofi felt a spark of excitement. He began to draw the shapes of the stars in the sand and create stories about them, inspired by the animals and spirits he saw in the world around him. He imagined how the great lion of the sky protected the village, and how the moon goddess blessed the land with her gentle light. As the months passed, the village prepared for the night of the great gathering, a festival celebrating the stars. Villagers would come together to tell stories, sing songs, and dance under the moonlight. Kofi felt a thrill of anticipation as he planned to share his own story about the stars. On the night of the festival, the sky was clear and filled with shimmering stars. The villagers gathered around a large bonfire, the flames flickering like the stars above. Mama Abena smiled at Kofi, encouraging him to take the stage. Kofi stood tall, his heart racing with excitement and a hint of fear. "Tonight, I want to tell you about the great lion of the sky," he began, pointing to a constellation that resembled a lion. "He is a protector, watching over our village, bringing courage to those who seek it." The villagers listened intently as Kofi wove his tale, describing how the great lion roamed the heavens, fierce and noble. His story was filled with adventure, bravery, and the lessons of the stars. He spoke of how the lion had once battled a fearsome serpent that threatened the peace of the skies, and how the villagers celebrated the lion's victory by dancing under the stars. When he finished, the crowd erupted in applause, their faces illuminated by the firelight. Kofi beamed with pride, feeling as if the stars were cheering him on. Later that night, as the festivities continued, Kofi wandered away from the crowd, drawn by a soft, shimmering light. Following the glow, he found himself in a quiet clearing where a figure stood, a beautiful woman dressed in flowing robes made of starlight. "Greetings, Kofi," she said, her voice like the gentle rustle of leaves. "I am Nyara, the guardian of the stars." Kofi was awestruck. "Are you real?" he whispered, unable to believe his eyes. "Yes, young dreamer. I have watched you, and I am pleased with your curiosity and your heart," Nyara replied. "You have the gift of understanding the stories of the stars. I have come to share a secret with you." Kofi's heart raced with wonder. "What is the secret?" he asked, eager to learn. Nyara waved her hand, and the stars above began to swirl and dance, creating vivid images in the night sky. Each star holds a memory, a story of our ancestors and the journeys they took. If you listen closely, you will hear their voices. Kofi's eyes widened as he saw images of warriors, mothers, and children, their joys and sorrows etched into the cosmos. But how can I hear them? He asked, feeling the weight of the task. You must open your heart and listen not only with your ears but with your spirit, Nyara said. The stars are patient. They will wait for you. With each passing night, Kofi practiced the art of listening. He sat beneath the stars, closing his eyes and letting the whispers of the past wash over him. He felt stories unfurling in his mind, tales of love, loss, and triumph. He learned about the Starry River, where the spirits of the lost traveled to find their way home. He discovered the legend of the singing stars, whose melodies filled the night with hope and healing. With Nyara's guidance, Kofi began to feel a deep connection to the stars. He understood that each star was not just a point of light, but a part of a larger tapestry woven from the lives of countless souls. One night, Nyara returned to Kofi, her aura glowing with ethereal light. It is time for you to share these stories with your people, she said. But first, you must journey to the great mountain, where the stars touch the earth. Only there will you find the true essence of your gift. Kofi knew he had to go. He bid farewell to his village, promising to return with new stories. He set out on his journey, guided by the stars, his heart full of dreams and courage. As he walked, he encountered challenges: a raging river that tried to sweep him away, steep cliffs that tested his strength, and thick forests that whispered secrets of the ancients. With each obstacle, he remembered the courage of the great lion and pressed on, driven by the desire to learn and share the stories of the stars. After days of travel, Kofi finally reached the summit of the great mountain. The air was crisp, and the sky felt closer than ever. Kneeling, he closed his eyes and let the energy of the cosmos envelop him. In that moment, Kofi felt an overwhelming sense of belonging. The stories of the stars flooded into him. Tales of his ancestors, their struggles and victories, and the enduring spirit of his people. He understood the importance of sharing these stories, not just for himself, but for all his people. As he sat in meditation, Kofi noticed a soft glow illuminating the rocks around him. Curious, he opened his eyes and saw the star crystals, beautiful gems that sparkled with the light of the stars. He realized they were fragments of the very stars he admired. Feeling an urge to take one, Kofi picked up a small crystal, its warmth filling him with a sense of purpose. I will bring this back to my village as a symbol of our connection to the stars, he thought. When Kofi returned to his village, he was met with cheers and curiosity. The night of the great gathering was soon approaching, and the villagers eagerly awaited his stories. Kofi presented the star crystal to Mama Abena, who marveled at its beauty. On the night of the festival, Kofi stood before the crowd once more, this time with a deeper understanding of the universe. Tonight, I will share not just one story, but many, he declared. Stories of our ancestors, of love and courage, that connect us to the stars above. As he spoke, the stars seemed to twinkle brighter, and the villagers listened in rapt attention, captivated by the tales of their heritage and the lessons woven into the fabric of the universe. Kofi shared the story of the Starry River, describing how the spirits journeyed to find their way home, and the singing stars that filled the night with melodies of hope. From that day on, Kofi became the village storyteller, his connection to the stars deepening with each passing night. He taught the children to listen to the world around them, to find the stories hidden in nature, and to understand the importance of their own heritage. As seasons change and years pass, Kofi grew into a wise elder, his hair silver like the moonlight. He often looked up at the stars, feeling the spirits of his ancestors watching over him. Grateful for the journey he had taken, the villagers honored Kofi's stories, gathering around the fire to listen to his wisdom. They shared laughter and tears, united by the tales that linked them to their past and each other. Kofi knew that the stars would continue to guide them, just as they had guided him. He passed down the star crystal to his eldest child, entrusting them with the responsibility of keeping the stories alive. One evening, as Kofi gazed at the night sky, he noticed a new star shining brightly, more radiant than all the others. "That must be a new spirit joining the heavens," he whispered, his heart filled with joy. He shared this with the villagers, inspiring them to celebrate the new star and welcome it into their stories. As the generations passed, the tale of Kofi and the stars became woven into the very fabric of the village. The villagers would often gather on clear nights, sharing stories and singing songs, ensuring that the wisdom of their ancestors would never fade. And so, the legend of Kofi and the stars lived on, a reminder that every person carries within them the stories of the universe, waiting to be shared under the vast, beautiful night sky. The stars became symbols of hope and connection, lighting the way for those who dared to dream and listen. And so, the legend of Kofi and the stars reminds us that every story holds a thread of connection, weaving us together through time and space. Just as Kofi learned to listen to the whispers of the stars, may we all find the courage to share our own stories and embrace the wisdom of those who came before us. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. If you enjoyed Kofi's adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. Let's keep the spirit of storytelling alive. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars, for they hold the stories of our past and the dreams of our future. Good night.